My parents were both from Kansas City, Missouri, so my early life was spent in Kansas City. Then after Dad was transferred by the Navy to various places, we lived all over the United States. Early on, my mother became a really strong advocate for the rights of human beings and the fact that you can't be bigoted, you can't judge, you can't discriminate just because a person's different. I wanted to work in neighborhoods. I love the idea of working in a community to help a community. I was just driving around Omaha shortly after that, and I saw a bumper sticker that said something about Holy Name, a good neighborhood to live. And it was 2 laymen and 2 priests who were instrumental in starting Holy Name Housing Corporation. So I just went and talked to them, and they said, I think you could write grants, put me in the basement of the rectory, and the rest is history. It was a gratifying experience to see families that had no chance at all of buying a home, being able to purchase a home. We found out that the bishop could not, the Catholic Church could not sell St. Richard's for any figure close to what it was worth. And a suggestion was made, maybe I should ask if they would give it to Holy Name. So I did, and they said yes. So we decided instead to maybe replicate some senior housing on the site. Seniors didn't always want to be in high-rises. They wanted to have a sense of a home. They wanted to be in a community. They didn't want that feeling of isolation. One of our board members mentioned Heartland Family Service, and John Janetta and some of the staff came to look at the school building because I had no plans for it at that time.
I met Sister Marilyn. We met her at the campus to take a tour of the school to see if it might be something that would work for our purposes. So, and I just remember thinking, what a gracious, positive, caring, empathetic, wonderful person, and it would be great to partner with someone like that.
And that was the evolution of what a need I saw, and that was Housing Plus Services.
She was very passionate about finding a partner who would make good use of the school, but would also bring the opportunity to integrate services right there on site for the people that they were serving in the housing.
So after reams and reams of papers and lots of lawyers and many accountants and a lot of generous people, we raised the money to renovate what had been St. Richard's School, what had been the rectory, and to build a new building for Family Works.
I just remember being really, really impressed with Sister Marilyn's depth and breadth of knowledge as it related to development. I had never done anything like it, and I just wondered, how on earth am I ever going to figure all this out? But Sister Marilyn was a patient teacher, and I've learned a lot from her over the years.
Sometimes housing is not enough. If you put a family in a housing and they experience some kind of problem that requires services and those services aren't available, it's not long before the whole family is affected and becomes destabilized. Heartland got me thinking about a term that made sense because it had worked in my own life, and that is the reality that the wisdom of the past is passed on by seniors. So I thought the idea that Heartland had experienced in their senior citizen center, where they brought seniors and youth together, was just a great idea. I hope those families that maybe are at disadvantage because of income or whatever, lack of education, lack of sufficient employment, I just hope they can find the resources so that they too can develop their potential and become contributing members to society and take part in the good things society has to offer us. I told the sisters, you won't believe this, I'm being honored for part of a family, saluting families, and I'm a celibate. But they thought that was okay. Oh, take that off. I thought you had turned it off.